Welcome back to News Around, the definitive sanctuary for those who seek not just the headlines, but the heartbeat behind the story. In the glittering, high-stakes arena of the Turkish entertainment industry, words are often treated as currency, traded, devalued, and sometimes weaponized. But occasionally, a moment arises that transcends the usual noise of the tabloid mill. A question is asked, and the answer given doesn't just fill a column inch. It redraws the boundaries of celebrity discourse. Today, we are dissecting one of the most electrically charged interactions of the year. The spotlight is firmly fixed on Çağatay Ulusoy, a man known for his stoic guard over his private life, who recently found himself in the eye of a media hurricane. The question directed at him was simple, almost deceptively so. Is your girlfriend, Aslıhan Malbora, jealous? But as we know, in this industry, no question is ever just a question. Beneath those 6 words lay a labyrinth of implications regarding the scorching scenes in his new series, Eşref Rüya, and his undeniable chemistry with co-star Demet and Çağatay. Before we unravel the layers of this fascinating saga, we invite you to become a true insider. If you appreciate journalism that respects the intelligence of its audience, please subscribe to News Around and hit the notification bell. For those who wish to support our mission of delivering deep, literary analysis of the stars you love, we encourage you to click the Join, Katil, button. Your membership empowers us to look past the rumors and find the truth. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective completes our story. To understand the magnitude of Çağatay Ulusoy's recent statement, we must first contextualize the storm that precipitated it. Since the very first episode of Eşref Rüya aired, the series has been less of a television show and more of a cultural event. The narrative is compelling, yes, but what has truly captured the collective imagination of the audience and the suspicions of the press is the visceral, almost tangible connection between the lead actors. Demet and Çağatay and Çağatay Ulusoy have delivered performances that blur the fine line between acting and being. The intimacy displayed in their shared scenes possesses a raw naturalness that is rare even for actors of their caliber. Viewers watched, breathless, as the characters navigated love and conflict, but soon, the conversation shifted from the script to the souls inhabiting it. Social media fractured into 2 distinct camps: the purists, who applauded the high-level acting on display, and the skeptics, who whispered that such genuine emotion could not be manufactured solely by technique. There is no role that realistic, they argued. This is chemistry that exists when the director yells cut. This debate grew from a murmur into a roar, branching out into thousands of tweets, Instagram comments, and forum discussions. And as the intensity of the on-screen partnership became the primary topic of conversation, the public gaze inevitably drifted toward the third point of this triangle, Aslıhan Malbora. Aslıhan Malbora is a figure of distinct elegance in the chaotic world of celebrity gossip. Known for her cool, controlled demeanor and her preference for a life lived away from the flashbulbs, she has always maintained a healthy distance from the machinery of fame. She does not perform her relationships for an audience, she lives them. However, the ferocity of the Eşref Rüya scenes made it impossible for her to remain on the periphery. The gossip columns began to project their own insecurities onto her silence. Does she feel uncomfortable watching this? How can she tolerate such closeness? Is the green-eyed monster of jealousy tearing them apart behind closed doors? Her name was dragged into a debate she did not start, becoming the subject of unsolicited pity and speculation. The industry waited with bated breath for a crack in the facade, a sign of distress, or a reactive statement. But the answer, when it came, did not come from her. It came from the man standing beside her. The scene was set. A throng of reporters, flashing lights, and the inevitable, provocative question thrust toward Çağatay Ulusoy. The journalist, perhaps expecting a cliché deflection or a visibly irritated no comment, asked about Aslıhan Malbora's jealousy. Çağatay Ulusoy's reaction was a masterclass in modern celebrity management. He did not flinch. He did not stutter. He looked the reporter in the eye and delivered a sentence that has since been analyzed by every major media outlet in the country. Aslıhan is a very professional actress. There is no jealousy between us. We both strive to do our job, our profession as actors, to the best of our ability. I'm never jealous of my colleagues on projects I'm involved in because I'm with a beautiful and confident woman. Let us pause and deconstruct the architecture of this response. It was not short, nor was it evasive. It was a calculated dismantling of the gossip narrative. A question for our viewers before we analyze the deeper meaning of these words: we want to hear from you. Do you believe that professionalism can truly immune a partner from jealousy, or is it just a polite mask we wear? Let us know in the comments below. And if you are enjoying this deep dive, please consider hitting the join button to support News Around. Your contribution helps us keep the lights on and the stories coming. At first glance, the statement appears simple: no jealousy. But in the nuanced lexicon of the stars, Çağatay said much more. He established 3 pillars that define his relationship with Aslıhan Malbora. By leading with Aslıhan is a very professional actress, he immediately elevated her status. He reminded the public that she is not merely his girlfriend. She is an artist in her own right who understands the mechanics of the craft. He stripped the jealousy narrative of its power by framing it as an insult to her professional intelligence. We both strive to do our job, to the best of our ability. Here, he creates a sense of partnership. They are not adversaries fighting over attention, they are a team, united by a shared work ethic. He normalized the intimacy of the scenes as work, draining them of their scandalous potential. Third, and perhaps most potently, the pillar of confidence, because I'm with a beautiful and confident woman. This closing clause was the knockout blow. It was a public declaration of admiration that functioned simultaneously as a shield. By describing her as self-assured, he implicitly labeled the rumors of jealousy as baseless projections. It was a compliment that doubled as a boundary, a way of saying, she is too secure to be threatened by this, and so am I. The response acted as a prism, splitting the social media reaction into new spectrums of light. The supporters rallied behind the couple, hailing the statement as the epitome of a modern, healthy relationship. This is what true self-confidence looks like, one user wrote. If there is no jealousy, the foundation is solid. They argued that 2 professionals at the top of their game understand the difference between a scripted kiss and real betrayal. The skeptics, however, remained unconvinced, though their arguments had to shift ground. Not everyone can handle scenes that intense, they muttered. What is said to the press and what is felt in the heart are 2 different things. Yet, even the cynics had to admit that Çağatay's delivery left little room for argument. The clarity of his stance forced the jealousy debate to wither, replaced by a conversation about trust and boundaries. In this equation, we must not overlook the role of the other major player, Demet and Çağatay. Throughout this entire firestorm, while her name trended daily alongside Çağatay's, she remained resolutely silent. According to veteran gossip columnists, this silence was not an absence of opinion, but a deliberate strategy. Throughout her career, Demet has adopted a philosophy regarding rumors involving her co-stars: the work speaks for itself. By refusing to engage with the gossip, she neither confirmed the chemistry as real nor insulted the audience's intelligence by denying it. She allowed the scenes in Eşref Rüya to stand on their own merit. Her silence, combined with Çağatay's vocal defense of his relationship, created a fascinating dynamic. It allowed the on-screen fantasy to remain intact for the viewers, while the off-screen reality was firmly demarcated by Çağatay. It was a professional symbiosis. He protected his private life, and she protected the mystique of the show. Longtime followers of Çağatay Ulusoy's career have noted a distinct shift in his public persona. In previous relationships, his language was often more guarded, more abstract. He rarely spoke with such possessive clarity about his partners. This specific statement regarding Aslıhan Malbora signals a new era of maturity. It suggests a relationship that has moved past the fragile early stages into a place of deep security. Only a man who is truly certain of his partner's standing in his life would speak so boldly. He did not feel the need to be cool or aloof, he chose to be protective and demonstrative. This evolution is perhaps the most telling detail of all. It indicates that whatever is happening on the set of Eşref Rüya, the reality of his heart is anchored elsewhere. In the final analysis, the story of the jealousy question is about much more than a single interview. It is a case study in how a narrative can be rewritten with the right words. Kagete Ulusoy managed to protect his girlfriend, respect his co-star, and defend his own integrity in a single breath. He neither blamed Demet Özdemir for the chemistry nor put Aslıhan Malbora in a position of weakness. The last detail that changes everything? It is the realization that in the world of celebrity gossip, clarity is the ultimate power. By refusing to play the game of ambiguity, Kagete forced the audience to look in the mirror. He reminded us that often, the drama we see is not in the lives of the stars, but in our own expectations of them. Thank you for watching this special report on News Around. We hope this analysis has given you a new perspective on the headlines you see every day. If you found value in this video, please like it and share it with your friends. To ensure you never miss a beat of the Turkish entertainment world, subscribe to our channel. And for those who want to be part of our inner circle, check out the join button for exclusive badges and community perks. What do you think? Was Kagete's answer the perfect response, or is there still more to the story? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay curious and stay kind. This is News Around.